Did you hear about Pakistan banning VPNs?
Yeah, I saw that. It's pretty crazy, right? They're claiming it's to stop terrorism and pornography, but it seems like a blatant attempt to control information.
I think the government is aware of the potential impact on ordinary people, but they're trying to balance that with the need to protect national security. It's a difficult situation, and there are no easy answers.
I still think it's a dangerous precedent. If they can ban VPNs, what's next? What other tools will they use to control information and silence dissent?
I think it's important to be vigilant and to hold the government accountable, but I also think it's important to understand the context and the challenges they're facing. They're trying to balance competing priorities, and it's not always easy.
I guess you're right. It's a complex issue with no easy answers. But I still have my doubts about the government's motives. I think they're using this as an opportunity to tighten their grip on power.
Maybe, but I think it's important to give them the benefit of the doubt for now. They're facing a real threat, and they're trying to do something about it. We'll have to see how it plays out.
I guess you're right. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but I'm not optimistic.
I can see why people would be skeptical. But I think there's more to it than just censorship. They're facing a real security threat from militants, and they're trying to stop them from using VPNs to communicate and coordinate attacks.
But isn't that a slippery slope? If they can ban VPNs for security reasons, what's to stop them from banning other things that they deem dangerous?
I understand your concern, but I think it's important to remember that Pakistan is a country with a long history of political instability and violence. They're trying to protect their citizens, and they're using the tools they have available to them.
But what about the right to free speech? People should be able to access information without fear of government censorship. And what about the impact on businesses and individuals who rely on VPNs for work or privacy?
I agree that freedom of speech is important, but it's not absolute. There are limits to free speech, especially when it comes to national security, and I think it's important to consider the potential consequences of allowing terrorists to use VPNs to plan attacks.
But isn't it ironic that they're using religion to justify this ban? The Council of Islamic Ideology declared VPNs against Sharia law. That seems like a convenient way to silence dissent.
I think it's important to separate the religious argument from the security argument. The government is using both to justify their actions, but I think the security concerns are more pressing. They're facing a real threat, and they're trying to do something about it.
But what about the impact on ordinary people? What about the people who use VPNs to access blocked websites or to protect their privacy? What about the people who rely on VPNs for work?